Hey guys, Justa guy here with another episode of Sevtech. Today we're going to tackle the smeltery system. We got our controller in the episode before last or whatever, before we went digging, and now we got some seared bricks made. Took a little bit of time, but I also went to the between episodes, pun intended, to get some materials. I got like the various saplings and stuff, but nothing really amazing. I just got the different types of trees and stuff that are right near the spawn. Still died to a white that was right there though. But, oh, let's get our book. There we go. My books. I need to put them all together. There we go. Materials and you. That Y command, by the way, is useful. Alright, so this was all the weapons, right? But now we need to go to the smeltery. The smeltery can be any size between a 3x3 to 11x11. Any height of a minimum of 2 larger, the structure increases both by the number you can smelt at once and the total liquid capacity. Basically, you don't need a super huge one, but it's nice to have one, and it's nice to have the room to expand if you need to later. And also consider that there's an alloy smelter thing you can build that you probably want to have nearby this one, so put it in a big spot, or a spot that you won't mind if you knock down a wall or two. So you can build it out of seared bricks, glass, seared glass. All these have to be seared. Seared glass, seared bricks, tanks, and drains. You have to have the floor made entirely out of seared blocks, though. One tank for fuel, more will increase the fuel amount. Faucets can be attached to the drains in order to pour liquids. And fluid can be pumped in and out of the drains using fluid pipes from other mods. Eventually, like, I think it's age 3, you get all those. This is the basic structure. You need, that's the controller right there, I think. That's the seared furnace is a master of all furnaces, yeah. So, this is what we got, the controller. Let's make a bunch of bricks. Oops. Alright, so we'll make a faucet. Oops. We don't need a casting basin. I think I have one. So we want a bunch of bricks. Well, that... I don't want all these to be bricks. There we go. There we go, and then we'll make some seared glass for aesthetics, for tanks. These are actually kind of cool that early on you can use them to put liquid in. And carry it with you. So like you can put like 8 buckets of something in this and then break it and take it with you. So they're really useful. Obviously the better fluid tanks you get eventually are important. Okay, so and then just seared glass I believe is the only thing we need if we want to have a visual. Seared windows. Isn't there a gauge? I don't think there's a difference between a gauge and the container. It's just this one takes more glass, the other one took more oops. More bricks. Okay, we don't use a ball or glass, it's a pain to make. It's currently I can only make it by pouring it out of the smeltery. And then I dug out a hole through my hunting dimension portal that I turned off because it was making too much noise. And by the way, it was in diorite land. This must be Iskal's favorite place in the world. I mean, seriously, it was like a solid block of diorite and I haven't even gotten it all. And I got 4 stacks of diorite and I didn't even pick it all up. And I mean, just look at this. It's so beautiful. Seriously. But seared bricks. We want... We're going to dig it out of the floor a little bit. It's going to be kind of small to start with because I don't want to run out of bricks. But we'll do our 3x3. And then Seared windows, seared tanks. Need a tank. Should I put them on the sides? Know what I'm doing? Actually, it's easier if we just do it like that. I think this is how it's done. It's been a while. Think you make enough room and then you don't. Oops. You don't have to do the corners, if I remember right. I might want to move those eventually. I'm closer to the front. Alright, and then right here, the controller. I think that's all I need. Alright. Yes. And it's got to be at least 2 high, I think. Doesn't need a top. Alright, it's working even with just one. But see, it says a 3x3 and the capacity is only 72. So once we finish this, capacity is doubled. Basically, did the whole another layer. Come on. Obviously, placement is a pain. Actually, how many of those have I got? Not gonna run out of fuel. There we go. So the windows, we only got 6. I like to have them in the front here. You can see the fluids. It's always kind of cool. You don't need them. You can just do all bricks. I guess there's seared stone. And I ran out. But we got a faucet. We're going to come off this side, I guess. Oh, I didn't make a drain. Oh yes, we need to do that. That's why I didn't use all my bricks. I'm gonna get stuck. Then we need to get some lava, which is unfortunately, I think until you get promethium and stuff, the only thing you can use. We'll take a table, the casting basins, and our faucets. Oops. Recipes. What's a drain? Staff of rending is not what we want. Smeltery Drain. Okay, it doesn't take anything. So let's make 3. I'll make 6. 3 for each side. Oops. And we'll make one more just because. For expansion. And I didn't really mess with them this time, but channels are pretty awesome too, if you don't mind half-finished projects. So smelter drains have to be on one of the sides. Can't be a corner if you have corners. Huh. I normally like to have that all like that, but whatever. Drain, drain, drain. And you can put faucets on either side here, so I can put it here and here if I remember right. But we're not going to worry about that just yet. Now we don't have hoppers underneath these yet either. We'll have another casting basin to do. I like to keep it organized, 3 on each side to start with. Alright, and then we just take our lava. This is the semi-dangerous part, because you can't just do this. Oh, and some bricks fell inside. Lastly, you need to take them out. So we need to come to one of our fluid tanks. Unfortunately, they're all sort of in bad spots. I would like to say there's an easier way to fill it up, but I can't remember how. I think you might be able to click the controller. Huh. No fuel. I guess putting it in that way does not count. Alright guys, so these were the right tanks. I just hadn't completed the wall on that other side high enough for it to count. So it didn't register it, but these now do both work. Either that or it has to be connected to the controller for some reason. But anyways, so we just need to take some stuff that we can melt down. Let's see, we'll get some iron. Well, yeah. It's kind of silly to take the ingots, but whatever. Copper. Some tin. I think that's all the materials I got. Copper, tin. I can make alloys, I believe, directly out of here unless it's been separated in this particular data mod pack. Without having to use an alloy smelter. So we got all those. Oops. Did not mean to do all those. Still fairly slow. Let's take a couple out. Take a couple of these out. Copper. And as you can see, they burn about the same as the other smelter. But now you got this. It's about half of its capacity already. Or 3 of its capacity. Boom, 1 block and 3 ingots. And it can tell you which layer, and whatever layer's on top is what pours out. And as you can see, it does not alloy in here automatically. Oh, there it does. Yeah, it gives me bronze. Instead of copper and tin separately, it makes it all into bronze until it runs out. Now, the bad side of that is if you want just copper or tin, it kind of screws you over. You have to make sure you do it separately. But as you can see, yeah, it looks so cool and all that stuff. And then if you come over here, accidentally put one of those in there. It's got tin. So that was what was on top, unfortunately. So if I hit bronze, it'll come out bronze. And if it runs out, it'll go to the next one down. And you can make even the more exotic ones. Obviously, and the bigger it is, the more you can smelt at once, the more it can hold. And now that I got one more block, don't I have one more block? Thought I picked it up. Oh, there we go. There we go. Whoopsie. That might be bad. There we go. I invalidated the thing. Oh, it hurts you, yeah. That's how you get blood in there, by the way. You can just get stand, or you can put a mob in there too. Yeah, just trying to do this. Come on. Just want to make it bigger. And obviously blood is good for making the bloody slime blocks. And there's probably a couple recipes that require just liquid blood. There we go. Now it's valved up to that high, I believe. As you can see, it made it much bigger. It's still 3x3. If it's 5x5 or whatever, it would be even better. So, we want to select something. We want tin. Okay, so whatever's on the bottom, I guess, is being selected. There we go. That was the top. And you can have this automated if you have a redstone clock, but I don't think I get that to age 3. I don't have redstone at all right now. And obviously it does this, and if you had a hopper underneath it, it would automatically do it. Now if I pick the blood, which you get by just hurting animals or yourself in there. And there's some things like blood iron or something. I think it takes blood. And you can pour out your little blood balls. Obviously I need some more blood. Get a nice little regeneration effect going on. Just make sure you can get out. Without dying. Or if you do die, make sure you don't care. Oops. Not a lot of blood, so I need even more of that. But yeah, guys, this is going to be the episode. We got it done a little easier than I thought, other than the one mistake with the drain. Oops. I'll catch you guys later. Just the guy signing off. Bye.